Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Teddi Mellencamp RHOBH is opening up about her ongoing anxiety struggles. On Monday, January 6, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum posted a candid message about her mental state as she navigates her split from Edwin RHOBH. Teddi insisted she wasn't seeking sympathy but wanted to share her experience in the hopes of helping others. Woke up today at 3 a.m. with raging anxiety, she wrote in an Instagram story. I don't say this for pity. It's for anyone else who woke up with any of the following. Teddi then listed several symptoms of anxiety disorders, including feelings of irritability, tension or restlessness, insomnia, nausea or stomach discomfort, heart palpitations, sweating, trembling or shaking, and having a sense of impending danger, panic or doom. The former housewife then broke down 7 ways she alleviates her anxiety. She emphasized the importance of meditation and exercise, getting fresh air, setting boundaries, hugging loved ones, and expressing gratitude. I am grateful for my health, my kids, that I go back to work today, she said. People who make me laugh and understand anxiety isn't a choice. She also gave a shout out to her team at All In by Teddi, her accountability coaching business that focuses on wellness. Teddi shared the advice about 2 months after she filed to divorce Edwin. The couple tied the knot in 2011 and share 3 children together, a 12-year-old daughter, Slate, a 10-year-old son, Cruz, and a 4-year-old daughter, Dove. Teddi is also the stepmom of Bella RHOBH, Edwin's teenage daughter from a previous relationship. When announcing the difficult divorce news, Teddi said her main priority was her children, ensuring that every care is taken with their privacy and well-being throughout this new chapter. Making a public statement is not something I wanted to do, she continued in the November 2 Instagram, but in an effort to protect my family from undue speculation and rumors, I felt being open, honest and vulnerable was the best path forward. Although her split has been difficult, Teddi expressed optimism for the new year. She shared her outlook in a January 1 Instagram post, saying forward was her guiding word for 2025. Forward from my mistakes, she wrote. Forward to allowing myself to not be perfect. Forward to celebrating all my failures. Forward to celebrating all my successes. Forward from the judgment of others. Forward to continue to love myself. I'm looking forward to a year of potential, opportunity, growth, and peace. I hope you are too. The world of reality television often presents a glossy exterior, but behind the scenes, the stars we admire on screen grapple with real-life challenges, often more intense and complex than we realize. For Teddi Mellencamp, former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star, the past few months have been a whirlwind of emotions. In a raw and candid interview, Mellencamp opened up about her struggles, revealing that her split from husband Edwin RHOBH has been a transformative but deeply challenging experience. Mellencamp, known for her no-nonsense attitude and commitment to fitness, shared that the end of her marriage didn't come without warning signs. I started waking up with this raging anxiety, she admitted. It felt like a storm was brewing inside me and I couldn't ignore it any longer. She described how her mornings, once filled with early workouts and a sense of accomplishment, became consumed by a heavy weight she couldn't shake. I'd wake up at 4 a.m. with my heart racing. It was like my body was trying to tell me something before my mind could process it. And for someone who prides themselves on staying in control, it was terrifying, Mellencamp confessed. The anxiety was a manifestation of deeper issues in her marriage, she explained. Though she and RHOBH had shared a strong bond for years, they'd begun to drift apart, a change she initially ignored. When you're busy raising kids and running businesses, it's easy to lose sight of your partner, she reflected. But the cracks were there and they only got wider with time. Teddi and Edwin's love story had captivated fans during her tenure on RHOBH. The couple, who share 3 children, often appeared as a united front. However, Mellencamp acknowledged that their public image didn't always match their private reality. We're all guilty of curating our lives for Instagram, but the truth is rarely that perfect, she said. Behind closed doors, Edwin and I were struggling to communicate. We were speaking different languages emotionally. Mellencamp described how their differing priorities began to strain their relationship. I was pouring myself into my all-in program, trying to help people transform their lives. Edwin was building his own empire. Somewhere along the way, we stopped showing up for each other in the ways that mattered most. Deciding to separate wasn't easy for Mellencamp, who grew up in a family where resilience and loyalty were emphasized. My parents have been married for decades, and that's always been my blueprint for success, she shared. But I had to realize that staying in a marriage where we were both unhappy wasn't doing anyone, especially our kids, any favors. Breaking the news to their children was one of the hardest parts. We sat them down together and tried to explain in a way they could understand, Mellencamp recounted. It was heartbreaking. As a mom, you want to shield your kids from pain. But sometimes the best thing you can do is show them what it means to make tough choices for the right reasons. Since the split, Mellencamp has been leaning on her support system, including her close friends and fellow RHOBH alumni. Kyle Richards has been my rock, she said. She's reminded me that it's okay to not have it all figured out. Therapy has also played a significant role in her healing journey. I used to think therapy was something you did when you were broken, she admitted. But now I see it as a tool for growth. It's helped me unpack years of suppressed emotions and patterns that I didn't even realize were holding me back. One of the biggest lessons Mellencamp has learned is the importance of self-compassion. I've always been my toughest critic, she said, but now I'm learning to be kinder to myself. Healing isn't linear, and that's okay. As she navigates this new chapter of her life, Mellencamp is focusing on rediscovering herself outside of her roles as a wife and mother. For so long, I defined myself by what I did for others. Now I'm asking, what makes me happy? What fulfills me? Her fitness business, All In by Teddi, remains a cornerstone of her identity, but she's also exploring new opportunities. I've started journaling again, which has been incredibly therapeutic, she said. And I'm even toying with the idea of writing a book about this experience. If my story can help someone else feel less alone, then it's worth sharing. Mellencamp has also found solace in physical activity, which she calls her mental reset button. Whether it's a long hike in the hills or an intense spin class, movement has been a constant source of comfort. When I'm moving my body, I feel strong. And that strength carries over into other areas of my life. Though the pain of her split is still fresh, Mellencamp remains hopeful about the future. I still believe in love, she said. But I've realized that love starts with yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't expect someone else to fill the parts of you that you're not willing to nurture. She's also come to terms with the idea that endings aren't failures. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is let go. It doesn't mean you didn't try or that the love wasn't real. It just means that chapter has run its course. As Mellencamp moves forward, she's focused on building a life that reflects her values and aspirations. I want to show my kids what it means to live authentically, she said, to chase your dreams, to face your fears, and to never settle for anything less than what sets your soul on fire. While the road ahead may be uncertain, one thing is clear. Teddi Mellencamp is stepping into her power, and in doing so, she's inspiring others to do the same. Life is messy and unpredictable, but that's where the beauty lies. I'm learning to embrace it all, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. With her trademark resilience and a newfound sense of purpose, Mellencamp is proving that even in the face of heartbreak, there's always hope for a brighter tomorrow.